Alright, Kahalala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakakodash, double honors unto the apostles of GMS who rule well, and salutations unto you brothers and you few sisters that take heed. Alright, back again, quick lesson. This just came up today, right? As you see, it says India decriminalizes homosexual acts in landmark verdict, right? And these things are happening to show you we're at the end, man. You know, this is the complete end of the end, all right? Because the last days began when? When did the last days begin? From the time of John the Baptist, which was 2,000 years ago, right? Because Yahweh Shai said, even from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, right? So, um, this is to show you that a place like India, man, where them Elamites, a lot of those men, you always had a lot of weird dudes there too, because you know the other nations are bugged out. But for a majority, man, especially when Elam comes here, you know, from India, Pakistan, different countries, Iran, those are Elamites. They're rough as hell, man. You know, they don't play with their women, they don't play with their family. If you even if they even perceive you to be something fruity, you know, like a fruity ass son, you know, then you know, they're gonna lay down the law. But you know, I'm gonna read it here. It says New Delhi. It says India's Supreme Court on Thursday struck down a colonial era law that made gay sex punishable by up to 10 years in prison, a landmark victory for gay rights that one judge said would pave the way for a better future. The 1861 law, a relic of Victorian England that hung on long after the end of British colonialism, was a weapon used to discriminate against India's gay community, the judges ruled in a unanimous decision, right? And again, like I said, the mother nations, they always had this shit anyway. Sodomites and all this abominations. But for the majority, the Milamite men are rough, man. You know, I'm not even talking about the well, I'm not talking about the you know, the suit and tie ones that come over here and get westernized. You know, I'm talking about the real, you know, old school traditional men. You know, they had their traditions and values and different customs, right? It says constitutional morality cannot be martyred at the altar of social morality. Chief Justice Deepak Misra said, reading out the verdict, social morality cannot be used to violate the fundamental rights of even a single individual. And according to the law, when you committed such an act, you committed an abomination. And you're supposed to be put to death, and your blood is upon you. Meaning no blood, your blood is not upon anyone's hands that lays their hands on you. All right, because from there, in the eyes of the Lord, you took a irreversible step. All right. And you people get mad because, you know, you're bugged the hell out, man. You're drinking this Babylonian juice. Oh, why is it a problem? Why is it this? Look, man, when you commit more wickedness throughout the land, you're going to start seeing the Most High's face more and more. All right. The Most High is going to make himself known that he is the top power, man. And you just have to bow down and serve him, man. It's not about your will. It's about the Lord's will, man. It's about sacrificing what the hell you want. All right. But you people are all bugged out. Because you're just completely in a state of perverseness, man. Right now, I'm not going to read on. See, but I'll read this part because, like I said, bugged out. Right? Homosexuality has a tangled history in India, with some of Hinduism's most ancient texts accepting of gay sex. Transgendered people known as hijras have been a common sight in India for centuries, right? Because back in the ancient world, you had we call it the men cutting off their rods, man, right? Because it tells you that in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the changing of kinds, right? The changing of kinds or sexes, and you know, they were doing that in Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, and they had them throughout the various empires. You know, the Hindu Kush Mountains, the civilization there, you know, Kushites, Elamites, Japhet, you know, they all had these traditions because they're heathens, man. You know, the other nations. They are shunned by the wider community and often forced to work as beggars and prostitutes, but are also sometimes embraced because they are believed to bring powerful blessings. See, because they're what spirit is that? What automatically, what light switch went or light went off in your head? Baphomet, man, androgynous being, half man, half woman. That's what this world is trying to be on, duality and all this bullshit, man. The Lord is the true power of duality. The Lord creates the good and the evil, man. He creates the good times and the bad times, right? But you people are bugged out because this a man cut off his rod, said, "Oh, I'm supposed to be a woman now. He's some power and grow some breasts with estrogen." You know, crazy, man. All right, I'm gonna get two scriptures though. We're gonna get Second Ezra 5, and this is when you read this chapter, you should read from the beginning. This is dealing with the end times and the times that we're in. Right? I'm going to start at I'll go straight to the point. Verse 7. And the sodomitish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. So what does that mean? What is the sodomitish sea? First of all, that's America. Okay? Because when you go, the precept to prove that, because it said sea, right? So people are wondering, what the hell is he talking about? Seas. That's water. Revelation 17 and 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Did not man come from water? In Genesis 1, did not the powers create the beings? It says, let the waters bring forth the living creatures, which are people and nations and Adamites that came from that. Are we not up to 70-75% of our bodies as water? Right? And again, the sodomite is sea, man, because modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, man, you know, you don't need much to understand from there. You understand why it's called the Sodomitish sea or nation. Shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which we're in the night right now. The Lord is about to come back, man. It's about to be, when it strikes midnight, right? Which is not, we're in the night. We're about to be in midnight. That's when the destruction hits, man. That's when the Lord is coming back. Right, it's been making a noise, right, from the what's small 60s 70s human rights, feminism, women's rights, women's lib, 70s 80s 90s faggots. Now you have all this pedophilia, transgender, bestiality shit going on. Many have not heard or known, right? Because what does it say? Many have not known, but they shall all hear. So you're hearing it, man. You're seeing it. It's being presented before you when you go in the news, right? When you're taking your kids to school, whenever whatever entanglement that you have to this society, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, right? Verse 8, there shall be a confusion also in many places. Is there not confusion, man? People saying this thing and contradicts that, and it's just a whole net of confusion. These people are all bugged out. And then from that bug out, you either have people that die or people that turn blind, or they turn completely blind on optimism. Oh, I determine my reality. You know, you can't tell me anything. You know, I decide the outcome of my life. That's all BS, man. That's all vain. That's all vanity. Because the Lord, it's all of the Lord, man. All right, you people want to follow your daddy, Aleister Crowley, right? Which he said, do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Right? There shall be also confusion. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. Is not fire sent out, man? All them forest fires, man, that's happening on the west coast, northwest, southwest, right? And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And I don't have to extrapolate what the hell that means, man. These kids just go outside on the first day of school, right? Any of the damn school day. These kids are complete demons, man. Okay? They're complete demons, and a part of that is of course what the hell they're being fed. I mean physically and mentally and spiritually. They're being fed nonstop with just complete garbage, man. From what they're seeing on TV and what they're learning on their phone, what they're so-called learning in school. They're complete monsters, man. Okay? So that was it on that. I want to say Kahala la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS who rule well. Salutations unto you brothers and you few sisters that take heed. Alright, Lord's will, you were edified. Till next time, Shalom.